Hello fam, I want us to think and imagine of a story. I want us to reason out together, and today I have a story for you. I want us to share a story about the little acts of kindness and how impactful the little acts of kindness can create ripple effect in our lives. Hey, my name is Shelton Ombachi and I go by the name Book21 by how some many other people call me. And today I'm in this situation with you and I'm sharing a story concerning the ripple effect. Join me as we dive in. So I could have started this story like once upon a time or a long time ago there used to be this and this and this and that, but then what is the point of us going when we can still focus on it? So I want us to consider a story about a certain lady who lived in a very bustling city. And in this case, I want us to take, for example, so that you can journey with me in this story, I want you to imagine of the busiest town. Which one came to your mind? Was it Nairobi, Kenya? Was it Johannesburg in South Africa? Was it Mexico City in Mexico? Was it Berlin in Germany? Was it, did Tokyo, Japan hit your mind? Or can I just call out the Nigeria one? When I talk about Nigeria, the only busiest town that comes to your mind must be Lagos. The busiest town in almost, I think, I don't know if it's the busiest in the world, because I think Mexico and Tokyo they're ahead of it. But then in Africa, when you get to Lagos, if you're not fast, trust me, you can't survive over there. So I want you to imagine that now the lady under question, I want us to, why don't we call her even Joyce? So I want us to think about Joyce. Joyce lived in this city, and the city, as first as it was, Joyce used to work in a coffee place, and she used to produce one of the best lattes, one of the best cappuccinos in the city, and many people loved it. But then, many a times that we think that when we go to find services from the any place that we go to, a hotel, any moment we move into a restaurant, any moment we move into maybe a hotel for sleep, maybe Airbnb, maybe we're moving to a new residential place, or you're moving to your place to your friend's place, you think that most of the things that we receive, they are things that we deserve them. They're things that we need. They're things that it's like our rights to have them, right? But then deep in our souls, we never take time to even consider, to even give a simple thank you for whatever that has been provided to us. So one day, this Joyce, who used to work in this street, whatever, she had a coffee shop. One day, a guy goes by the house and a guy goes by the shop, and the guy, after picking coffee, the guy leaves a note behind, and the guy is like, "Yes, your hard work and kindness always brighten my day. Any moment I come and I see how hard you work, any moment I walk into this small coffee shop and I see the things you do, oh my God, it's always magical." And it's the little words that we always underrate, but then the words meant a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot for this lady. And they were not just words. The guy, in this case, let me call him Philip. Philip left a tip for the lady. Here in Kenya, I think in Kenya, it's when people are getting adapted to tips. When you go to other countries, when you travel abroad, you realize that maybe tips are they actually tips, they are like the main salary, because tips are much more than the salary that you're getting paid. So after Philip left Joyce this tip and sweet compliment in the morning, Joyce went on, took that money in the evening, and it was like, God, it has been a while that most of the people have never recognized what I do, and there's the moment a guy has just come, a random guy, and has noticed what I do. And Joyce, after being touched by these great acts of kindness from Philip, she was motivated. She went on to that street that evening. When she was walking home, she bought another guy who was seated on a chair. You see these people, when you walk on the street, you find them on the chairs. Maybe they're asking for a few pennies, and then so just decide, today I'm not going to give that guy a penny. Let me buy him food, because why is he asking for the money? Maybe he's asking for the money because of food. And when When Joyce bought the guy food, the guy was like, "This is like the most kindest, the most compassionate girl I've ever seen in the street." So the guy goes home. When the person came to pick him up, the person, you see, these people with wheelchairs, the other people take care of them. Think you understand what I mean? So when he came to pick him up, he told him a story about this lady who came by and then brought him food. And this guy was touched by the story. The guy went on and said, "If a lady can do that, then maybe I can do another thing which is better. I can do it to another person. So the money I have collected the whole day, because I was collecting the money for the food, let me give it to another person." Now you can see how compassionate that is and how sweet that is, and it's like a chain. So I don't want to lengthen the story because at the end of the day I'll turn out to be boring, but then it's very simple. It started from Philip just complimenting and tipping the lady, and then Joyce took it upon herself to give to another person on the street. The person on the street took his own money that he had collected and gave it to another street person. The chain can always continue, but then it's not important to us that the chain continues all over. But then what is important to us is that all the message for that I have for you today is that it is the little acts of kindness, the little things that we can do for people that can change the world. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't take you to build or change a mountain or turn a mountain before things can move. Just the simple things that you start with, the simple things that you start with, maybe by writing that compliment, maybe by tipping that person with a little you have. Actually, words compliments, they're the best because they are not bought, they're free, but then they move mountains, and that is for the simple thing. So here's your challenge today. I want you to go and do some little act of kindness. I want you, it can be a very simple stuff like just smiling or making the other person smile. Just giving them a compliment, a very honest compliment in this case, helping someone in need. And you never know how far the ripple effect of that act of kindness can go. So that is the challenge that I have for you. Go out there and make just one simple act of kindness. I'm not asking for you to give out your money. I'm not asking for you to go and talk to everybody and ensure everybody is smiling. No, I'm just asking you to touch a soul. This is the mental health month. I'm recording this video in June, so this is the mental health week month, and the acts of kindness can touch a person's heart and above all a person's mind. Go on and do what you gotta do because it is important, and these things that we always think about, they start with you. That is my message for you tonight and my challenge for you tonight. Book 21 is what they call me, and my moms and my parents know me as Sheldon Umbachi. I'll see you in the next video. I appreciate